Nothing wrong with the pussy. Nothing wrong with the pussy.
It's a nice camera though. It's a nice camera.
Shout out. That's
Dude.
Shout out to my political connects.
Dude said I don't know about tech. Has a whole like
eight camera switcher.
like what the fuck? Like you're bugging, bro.
Yeah, it's 8 cameras, bro. Yeah, I flew all this down to Dreamville. I bought a travel backpack for all this stuff, bro.
Walking through the heat with a suitcase to the artist compound.
I put it in Boz's trailer, didn't touch it for the whole weekend.
Dude was like, yeah, I'm gonna do content out here.
I didn't shoot a single thing.
Like what? Got drunk.
Yeah,
like
fuck you.
Fucking look, I fuck with the ambition of it all.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah, we were wildin'. Anyway, rolling start. Hi, everybody. Welcome to this is episode 27 of Something Wrong with the Podcast. I have one of my closest friends in the industry, in this game, the face and voice of Complex. Everything he says is the definitive stance of Complex Media. And who's the parent company?
Let it be known right
who's
now.
The parent company?
Network. We are
network
conjoined.
and network. It's not just Complex. It's and network. Everything he says on here is the golden word of not only Complex but network.
Every thought is my own. Any opinions shared.
Jordan from Complex. Woo!
Finally made it. Something wrong with the podcast.
Oh, Jesus. You may have seen Jordan in every mosh pit of every concert you've ever been to, on the field of every festival, doing incredible, extensive interviews, and not only being the face, but also you're really good at editing.
Listen, thank you for that.
I know that means a lot to like someone that, because a lot of people can do the talent side, but that editing, this shit is a whole nother.
Listen,
this crazy.
CapCut fries me every time I jump in there.
Yeah,
every time.
But you got it. The best way to become a weapon is to know every fucking part of the gun. Like you
intro.
Yeah, man, you're really my guy, bro. Like I consume a lot of your content, so I always get happy when I obviously follow you and see your content. Obviously following Complex, but also just like bouncing on the Explore page and seeing you just like break down some like shit that I wouldn't have known otherwise. I mean, that was great.
Well, thank you, man. And I'm glad to finally be on Something Wrong with the Podcast.
Yeah.
Really a self-starter, a do-it-your-own guy.
That's right.
Like
that's me.
I'm joking about the tech setup, but it's genuinely impressive that you're able to figure all this shit out.
Yeah, I know. I learned just the little bit I need to know, and I will have no motivation to learn anything more beyond this point. But we are here. You are the first guest in my new studio, which we just established used to be my former bedroom.
Insane,
which
by
is,
the way. It's
yeah.
like, I don't know if you can really get the scope. It looks like it's very cozy setup, but imagine a bed in this space.
Imagine having the option to have a much larger bedroom and choosing the one that could be a walk-in closet.
I feel like that's trauma, but like
yeah,
maybe like that another time.
I have to address my upbringing. Yeah, man. So I'm so glad you're here because I really wanted to do the. We had some major music moments over this weekend with the Clipse. Drake at Wireless, and Bieber, and currently Nicki and SZA, which is like happening right now, actively. But where should we start? You pick.
Man, I feel like let's start with Clipse, man. Let's get into the Clipse shit.
Yeah, Clipse. So we're about the same age. I mean, growing up, this was like for me, for sure. And then I went to college, met a lot of people from the DMV, and they were like, that was their whole identity. So hearing them, Malice is 52, Push is 48?
Something like that.
Seeing this at this point, not only in like their careers, great, but like their lives, like Malice coming back and Clipse, and Push just going on an insane solo run to get to this point. Because we got to remember when Clipse was like 2012, 2013, he was putting out projects that were solo albums, and if you're a hip hop fan, they were cool, but like he wasn't who he is now. He wasn't like this guy that runs towards confrontation, bodies every he tried it. The Birdman Drake, that was
that's what started it all.
That's what started
it. Wayne Birdman beef that then escalated to like Drake taking up for it. Yeah, that's what started it all for real.
You could tell he was like Push's mindset was like, I'm fishing for someone to bite.
Oh, for sure.
And once you bite, this is my moment. And he got the right one to bite. Like it was Drake, and he was like, I'm swinging. Like I got it.
I mean, but like, okay, hold on. Because I want to say like Daytona still like stamped. Definitely though, you're right. Pre-Drake beef, I would say the larger like music hip hop adjacent consumer was not tapped in as they should have to Pusha T, for sure.
The 2 albums he put out before Daytona were, if you're a hip hop fan, okay, but they weren't,
fair.
monumental albums at all.
There's a lot of features, a lot of good music shit, Kanye shit.
The Good Music run kind of gave him another bump, being named the president of Good Music too, as well. Like, he carried his own on the compilation album. Like, he did his thing, but it just wasn't the Daytona.
Yeah, for sure. Daytona was definitely like a significant, especially like in like he was older at that time, like being in his later years.
Yeah.
It's like second half of his career really rebirthed his shit. For sure.
And Kanye committed to, hey, we're doing this run of albums. They're all going to be X amount of time. I'm producing all of them. And I mean, that's changed everything for Push.
Yeah, that like the Daytona run, the beef, and then even just like what was his last joint called?
Was it Almost Dry?
Almost Dry.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that album. Great follow up.
I went to the fucking album release of that in the city, and he had a mountain of coke. Like, I'll never forget. It was like middle of the city, a mountain of coke behind the DJ booth. So the DJ was like on a mountain of coke.
Yeah, of course.
And the Knicks were playing. I think this was like around. I had to be like either playoffs or maybe it was regular season, because like were the Knicks in the playoffs at that?
Oh,
like that year. What was that? 2022.
I don't.
Probably not, but
yeah.
I remember. no shade.
Relax.
Look, this is a little dated because Jesus and Mero were watching the Knicks game, had their phone propped on the mountain of coke.
Oh, I feel like I've seen this video.
Yeah, like
of them,
there's definitely footage of this, and before Push had come out to play the album. But yeah, like that, you know, he builds worlds. But the Clipse shit is like
this rollout, man.
I mean, yeah, bro, there's real rap shit, bro. Like. Real, it's so funny though, because it's like I'm seeing obviously like, and dutifully everyone giving so much credit to them for like, oh, what an amazing rollout. But in reality, bro, like these niggas are reinventing the wheel. They're just kind of doing what artists stopped doing, which is like talking in general. You know what I mean? It's like they went to every single media outlet, podcast, almost every podcast. Like,
yeah, the ones that matter.
All right.
No, I'm serious. They went to the one. What?
They went to essentially every media tentpole.
Yeah.
And talked, even if they were repeating themselves, even if they were stirring shit up, it was like, it felt like what's been lacking as like, you know, media has changed and like, you know, streaming becomes king, which funny enough, Push has a bar on the album about like, what he said, you stream kings can't fit a crowd in there. Like, like what a bar, but it's
hard
funny.
Tickets always speak.
Exactly. So, but it's like, you know, they didn't reinvent the wheel, but it's funny because we kind of lost sight of that. And it's dope to see people appreciating that shit that was getting lost in the sauce, you know?
I mean, you're right. Like, they did a masterful job of it. I mean, it sounds like we're giving them so much credit for just doing what anybody could do.
Yeah.
But what separates them is like they're not internet personalities. They're not like omnipresent online. You don't hear from them. You hardly see them together. Like, you can tell they went from the studio to the rollout. Like, there was no, you know, Push can do his own thing, Miles can do his own thing. Like they rolled with it together as brothers and in the spirit of the album, and they most importantly let the fucking music speak.
Type shit.
Which was incredible. But throughout the rollout, you could tell they had a formula. Pusha would go out there, stir up a little, say something, take a shot at Travis, whoever it is, and then Miles would just react or laugh or speak only to the music itself. Like they figured out their formula, and like it's like Pusha was a dynamite. Like he's like the bomb, the uranium or the bomb, pick whichever two of the analogy in itself. But then you add Malice, that just is the catalyst that then allows that to become what it ultimately, what it can be. Because alone Push is great, but he also he had his brother there to, you know, back him up and be like,
and I think it's even also impressive how like Malice wasn't cursing. He still is like not cursing on any of the tracks, you know, like still very devout. So he hasn't changed. Like he's still true to like why he left the game and has come back, but has still maintained those beliefs, which I think is super dope. He talked about it in one of the 1,000 interviews they did about just like how man, I wish I could remember which one it was, but it was like just talking about how like it might have been Budden, like how he didn't need to change, like his faith is now a part of like what he raps about, and he's able to seamlessly integrate it with his life without it being like, when people go to God and then their raps become ass, because it's like now they're kind of either overcompensating or have completely changed their lifestyle and it's reflected in their bars. It's like Mouse can still rap about coke, but also like be super devout, religious, not cursing the lines.
Well, what's cool, like to what you're saying, like even when they are talking about drugs on this album, they're not they're not addressing drugs in a way of like an aspirational way. They're talking about it more as a shell of the past. So even, I mean, my favorite track on this is The Birds Don't Sing.
Oh yeah, same.
Bro, talking about this rollout, I watched that Tiny Desk and they gave like, they explained, hey, this was Push said it's my last conversation with my mom. Malice is my last conversation with my dad. And here's the art that came from those two moments. And I had no idea what to expect because I'm thinking Clipse. Like it's going to be, I'm sure. But like how emotional is this going to get? I cried right here watching it on my speakers here.
Real.
And then what's the biggest mind fuck is that song ends and then
it's changed.
It goes into grinding on the Tiny Desk. On the Tiny.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing the doof, and I'm like wiping tears from. I'm like, Birds Don't Sing. I'm literally crying listening to them like from ghetto to ghetto back. I'm like, why am I crying right now?
Yeah, and it's funny though because it's like the same type of shit on the album where it's like you start with that, which is like. Beautiful fucking song. My favorite song also.
Yeah.
Beautiful fucking song. And then you go right to Chains and fucking Whips.
Yes.
It's like the...
God, I need a fucking minute.
Oh, God. It's like, why am I now hearing like... All right, like I'm not ready for this Chains and Whips. I'm like, I wasn't ready, but it's like, yeah, I think the production is beautiful. And you know what's so funny? It's like something I haven't seen people talk about, but it's like when you listen to so much music, especially like I listen to so much like underground rap and just like a whole bunch of like kids who rap. It's like... hearing how well engineered and mixed and mastered this album is, it's like I'm in the studio. I can barely hear a breath in between each bar. The beat, like playing that shit in your headphones, you just can tell it's expensive. Like Pharrell does not like when Pharrell said they sanded this shit down. You could tell.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Bringing up the Coke bar earlier. This is the line I was trying to find from Malice. He said, see, mine made sure he had every base covered, referring to his dad.
Yeah.
See, imagine his pain finding base in the cupboard. Like, that's clearly a Coke bar, but I just got the chills like reading that line. Yeah. You're seeing it from a reflective place now in a place of growth where as a younger 20, 25, 30 years ago, that would be a braggadocious bar. We used to hide Coke in our parents' crib. And now it's like we upset our dad who took us on fishing trips, who, loved our mother, who raised us, who was actually a father to our friends. Like, it's such a mature way to reflect on your past life.
That was a bar. You said we affected our rock. Hold on.
What? Hey,
hold on. But that's a fact though.
Yeah.
But it's even funnier though, because it's like they reflect growth, but also still like appease their base. Like they did again, showing how crazy the rollout has been.
Yeah.
Even they took it a step further. I think like it was this past week or last week. They went on Hip Hop Heads Reddit, the Hip Hop Heads Reddit thread, and
the Q&A.
Yes, they were like, ask us anything and we'll answer it.
It's great.
And I saw a screenshot. Somebody was like, should I sell Coke?
Yes.
And he was like, Push was like, tomorrow.
Yeah, and Malice said like, if you want to drive the same car I drive,
exactly, which is just like so fucking funny, and it's like they know how to feed their base, and not for nothing. And I'm not a numbers guy, like I'm really not.
No, not at all.
I'm not a first week sales. I'm not that type of guy. But it's dope to see that the projected numbers as of the recording of this came out like today or yesterday.
90, right?
90.
Yeah.
Which is like really, really, really fucking good.
It's incredible.
For a 2025 Clipse album to sell 90K, and like a large part of that was probably like physical sales. Like that's some aspirational shit.
And what's cool for me that I love is like you're seeing online via, comments on YouTube or any of these outlets that they've hit during this rollout, our generation and older, like I was middle school, like when Mr. Me Too and all that. I remember my dad bought like In My Mind and like all that, like even the NERD Pharrell shit, like that whole era. And I'm having that nostalgic kick, and the older heads are having that like, damn, we used to be outside with that. But now what I felt as a teacher, dude, I can't stop help but thinking about like the youth and the younger kids. I think it's so cool that this is their first like injection of a Clipse album, and they get to experience this new album for the first time, probably discovering Clipse for the first time, and then also going back and doing research,
and then now seeing all
be like, oh, that Pusha guy is the guy that maybe they were old enough to understand what happened in 2018. But if not, guess what? They can learn about Pusha T's solo career. They can learn about Pharrell's early like shit. You know, like I think it's such a cool learning moment to drop an incredible album and then give the kids the ability. I've been listening to like Virginia's on the Tiny Desk. I've been listening to Virginia, like all the early albums. I'm like, damn, I just gotta start listening to this shit again.
Yeah, and like you know, not to have everything go back to Drake, but it's like there's a reason why.
But it's a part of the story.
Yeah, but not even that. It's like there's a reason why on Duppy Freestyle, Drake says that he had a microphone that Push had signed. Yeah, because Drake was still a rap nerd when he was like first coming up, and he admired and idolized the Clipse and Push. Still is a rap. You don't lose that. Yeah, fact. Still is a rap nerd for sure. But it's like it shows that they had been the shit. Yeah. And now, like you're saying, like a whole new generation is being introduced to them with this like really, really well crafted hip hop album. It's like this is some real rap shit. They didn't fucking go, and I wouldn't have judged them for it, but they didn't like tap like a pop star. They didn't get Sabrina Carpenter on the shit, and I love Sabrina Carpenter. But it's like they didn't try to like they didn't like sell out for the now. Yeah, they didn't try to bleed into and shit. Def Jam dropped their asses. So this is essentially over that Kendrick verse. Yeah, so this is essentially an independent album that is about to sell 90K and shows us like when you really dive deep into yourselves, deep into the art, and then also into just like feeding your fans by like, not with just the music, but communicating with them. Because also I think that why people resonate so much with this rollout is because rollouts like this worked in the past. Yeah. When artists didn't have social media, so the only way you would learn about them is via these interviews. And Push and Malice don't really like, they be on social, but like they don't share as much as the current day celebrity or artist. No. So it's like you're learning about this process, you're learning about the creation of this album through these interviews as would happen back in the day, rather than watching it on IG Live like that happens now. You know I learned more about Malice in this than I ever, and Push. I mean, obviously we knew more about Push just because he's more outside, but like there was so much I learned about Malice. I do want to ask you, because you had the opportunity to sit down with them a couple years ago. Yeah, no, I sat down with Push like 2 years ago. And what was that for? Which event was that? Or was it for... That was for... He did that show at Pier 17 or something like that? Well, I was at that show, but I sat down with Push like to promote like a fucking... He was promoting like some... he's a big tennis fan. Big tennis guy. He has that Tiafo line. Yeah, the only back and forth we talk is Tiafo at the Open or something like that. I was like, oh, he likes Tiafo too. Yeah, his family's big into tennis, and so I was able to rap with him about... It was for that, but then we talked about music shit. This was like what, 2 years ago, but yeah, just super attentive, you know, like super intentional with every word. And Malice, as you see in these interviews, like Malice is just like a listener. Yeah, like super. He's so attentive. Yeah, like just like listens, speaks when he feels like he's adding something to the conversation. Push leads most of these conversations, but they're brothers, so it's like they've been doing this their entire lives. It's not a surprise, but it's just really refreshing. I think that's what this all is. It's just like really, in a time where it's like music is dropping all the time, and it's like an album will drop and it'll be cool, but then it'll be like the next week and it's like, okay, what's the next thing? This was like a pause, and it was like you were able to eat your food slowly. It wasn't just like eat the burger, go to the next dish in the buffet. And I think this is going to be one of those albums where you see like working on a label, like there's the first week sales, and then there's usually like a 60% dip on the second week. I think this is going to have maybe like a 20 or 30% dip. I think this will have a really strong week 2 numbers. Not the numbers matter, but I think what that is a testament to more people through this rollout, and just through like the chatter of Clipse being back, are going to want to discover and listen to it more if they've already listened to it, or share it with people, and they'll take. I think this is going to just
cumulatively like get a lot of streams and a lot of plays as it just continues to live. I don't think you're right. This isn't like popcorn. Like I heard it week 1, it was mid. I'm never gonna come back. Like there's a lot of bars, metaphors, things that I'm just hungry to even discover because you can't get it all in one go with these guys. And I've been listening to it since the day it came out. And what are we now? Almost a couple days out from a week. I have noticed it's still going every day. I'm not gonna stop. So, do you have any favorites on here? I got the track. I'm trying to see what we got.
So definitely Birds Don't Sing.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
The Mike Tyson blow to the face beat is
crazy.
The FICO beat.
The FICO shit is crazy.
Fucking nuts.
Honestly, so far ahead, I just love the sound of the outro.
Yeah.
I'm not so far ahead. By the grace of God.
Yeah.
I love just like how the beat on that outro plays. It goes. I feel like perfect. It's very like gospel-esque. Plays in perfectly with the intro.
Yeah.
I fucked with Tyler's verse on POV Heavy.
I love the what he say to pushing Dirty White
like
mosh pits.
Yeah.
You know he's been. I'm so happy he was able to get his. I mean that has to be a bucket list moment.
Even how he closed his verse like I'm coming to learn that like I'm outgrowing my heroes, which is probably like a Kanye bar.
Yeah.
It's just like Tyler is also one of those guys who's super attentive.
Yeah.
And intentional. So it was dope to have those moments. Like even every feature on this, very intentional. Like, except for Nas.
I could have done without that one.
It was only just because like
I honestly could have done without that one.
It's funny because I like the beat switch. Like I like that beat he's rapping on, but it's like I felt like it was just kind of out of place, and I felt like he wanted to just pop his shit of like he hasn't like given us a verse in a minute.
Yeah.
And he like the verse he's like like I'm showing y'all like the old heads can win Grammys. I'm like facts, Nas, but like why are we talking about that right now? Like I feel like this was like a place where you could plug in where he wanted to get his shit off.
Yeah.
Which salute. I'll never shit on a Nas verse, especially after like all the Jim Jones Nas discourse that was happening 2 weeks ago, where niggas was really trying to act like. And no disrespect to Jim Jones, but it's like what the fuck are we talking about? Like, what the like there was a moment where I really had to like I think I made a video of it. It's like, what the and mind you, I've interviewed Jim Jones, salute to the Harlem legend. But what the fuck are we talking about? Yeah. And Jim Jones is a master of the attention economy. Like he knew what he was doing. I don't know what he was promoting in his Nas slander rollout.
Just attention.
Yeah, but he did it to a T, but it's like I guess maybe this was Nas's subtle reminder. I don't know. But I didn't need that verse, but still,
I think it's clear it didn't connect because you don't even see people talking about like,
the Nas.
It's not about like, and I know just obviously I don't even need to preface this, but like it just wasn't. Yeah, if we're gonna remove a verse from this album, I think that would be
type shit
the one to do. I just wanted to, one more before we could push on to the next album, but like just even down to like the nerd moment of me, to let God sort him out, and then to as the title of the whole thing, and then to go to the opening track being the Birds Don't Sing. I could talk about that song for so long.
Yeah.
But like if you look at the breakdown of what that song is, it's God sorting out their mother and father, and it's like it flows into literally it's like it kicks off because I feel like people are gonna talk about it's like that Coke bar, this reference, that it's like yes, but there is such a deep meaning onto what that term means specific to them in their lives. Like you don't lose your parents 4 months apart from each other and not have that dominate your psyche in your creative process throughout this entire journey. So I just think it's really cool that they I think it's brilliant. I've seen some people say I wish I wasn't the opening track because it doesn't really, they're like it might set an inappropriate tone of the album, but I think it couldn't have set a more clear tone of what they're trying to get across with the title of the album itself.
And plus, just as this being their like return as the Clipse, and having that be the first song where they're both speaking about their two separate perspectives and experiences, finding their parents passed away. It's like it shows you where they are in life, and shows you how they're still how those two stories live seamlessly in this song, the same way that these two people who are different, Push and Miles, are very different humans, can still live seamlessly as the Clipse.
Push is it evil.
Listen, he is like, I don't know if you've seen Superman, but it's like Lex Luthor is a good villain, but like Push is very much like Joker. I remember that's what he told me. I've interviewed Push like actually a few times. And when I interviewed him before It's Almost Dry came out, he said he was playing the Joaquin Phoenix first Joker in the background of the studio.
It's a great movie.
He had Pharrell just playing that in the background while they were recording.
It makes sense.
Yeah, because he was like that. I mean, he even has like that Joaquin Phoenix Joker. He has some bars of that in It's Almost Dry. So yeah, very different people, but living seamlessly together in that project. Great project.
Hell of a project. Let's carry on with the next big release this past weekend. Well, whatever this comes out. Swag.
Bieber.
Biebs is black and back.
Bieber.
I honestly, based on his, I wouldn't even call it a rollout, but based on his social media presence, I thought this would be a little more hip hop influence, like a la Journals. But well, first of all, what would you rank out of 10 the Clipse album?
Ooh, I've been seeing the numbers flying around. I would probably give it like a 9.
That was mine. Yeah.
Yeah, because like,
9.
I'm not really skipping any songs.
No.
There's definitely like, like the Nas shit, but I still like the beat, so I still listen to that song completely. Yeah, like it's really, like it's really good.
Yeah, 9. All right, cool. We can get right back into Bieber. So Bieber, he blessed us with 21 tracks. 54 minutes of tight music. It's very much that the McGee clearly.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope he's got a good pub split, because Bieber basically just took an album from this guy, and that's not an insult. Like, that guy's a freak producer and guitar player, and I love when a great guitar player and producer links up with a great vocalist. So
Facts. Not
mad at what they put out. I really, really like this album.
Yeah, I think that it's like, I saw like obviously when first of all, shout out Renelle Medrano, who shot the cover, or who shot the alternate covers of Bieber with his baby. She shot the Kendrick Lamar Mr. Morale cover.
I caught a viral tweet off that.
Oh, well, look at you.
Yeah.
What was the tweet?
I'll show you. Yeah, no, it's still going. I tweeted this.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers for White People. Now, literally though.
But it got 6.8 thousand retweets, 87,000 likes.
So you caught the vibe.
4 million impressions.
Same creative behind it. Same creative behind that image. But yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was before they said, well, it's the photographer from.
But that's what I'm saying. You already caught that vibe.
Yeah.
And I think that, one common thread I've been seeing in some of the discourse around it is it feels like a matured Journals. It feels like
yeah.
And I'm somebody who Journals is a classic. Stamps.
True.
Stamps.
Big facts.
And this is kind of like his.
He likes it for the R. Kelly verse. That's what.
True.
In the words of Complex Media.
Imagine, but no, it's like I feel like he obviously has a child. He's faced public scrutiny for like nothing really, which is for like perception, which is what he addresses, which is one of my favorite aspects. That therapy session skit with Drewski.
You like those?
Well, I like that one. I think that
when the Are You Black thing?
No, that I didn't like that one.
Yeah.
I didn't like that one, but I did genuinely enjoy the therapy session one.
Okay, that's fair.
Because it was like, even though Drewski I feel like was talking over him just a little too much in the skits. I was like, let Bieber talk. He was like, I feel like Bieber was like, I feel like people keep asking me if I'm okay when they're just asking me that based off of how they perceive me on social media, and it makes me feel like I'm the only one that's either going through something or that I'm going through something when I am okay.
Yeah. And it's like, if enough people are asking or have that concern, then it's like, well, shit, am
I okay?
Am I the one missing out? Even though it's my life, am I missing something here?
And I just love that he addressed that, because that was obviously, I was definitely one of those people who also was like, this album is either going to, before when he announced it, Shock dropped it, I was like, this is either going to be crack or sound like he's on crack. There's gonna be no in between.
Yeah.
And it's crack,
You know what? Again, not even in the rollout, just Bieber posting on social media and just living his life. The one piece of content that came out about him that gave me concern was when he was working out with Offset.
Oh yeah.
I was like, damn, no.
You didn't like seeing him next to Offset?
I just didn't like. I was like, well, because that was before the announcement of the album, right? That was a tight turnaround. But when the album was announced, I started looping in my mind like, okay, what content has Bieber put out lately And I was like, he's been on like his like perceptionally wild shit. And then he did that workout with Offset. They've been seen together a few times. I was like, man, if this is like one of those like Bieber vocals on Amigos album type shit, I'm like, I don't want that. Like I didn't. So the big blunder for me on this album are the Drewski moments, the one in particular. You might as well be black. Hit this black and mild. Like cut that. And then the sexy red, the government mandated sexy red verse.
Stop it. You know, like Sweet Spot, that's gonna be on the radio.
That song is fire. Get rid of her verse, Bieber go again.
Oh my god.
They could cut her verse, loop the hook again.
Listen, Bieber,
she just ruined. And I love Sexy Red. I fucking love her as an artist, as a personality. I think she's fucking awesome. Not on that song.
I didn't mind it.
Not on that song.
I feel like Bieber was leading into like, you know, it's so funny.
I do love that he's very loyal to her and gives her those looks though.
Real, and
that he's a great person for that.
But that's what's funny to me about this album also is that the features are surprising. It's like Gunna, Sexy, Dijon.
Fire. That Devotion record is into that Dijon album that's coming out soon is gonna be nuts.
And of course, as my brother, who as of the recording of this, I interviewed him today, my brother Cash Cobain, on the project, and we of course had to talk about like what the fuck, like how did you like literally like I see Cash, I was like, what the
That's awesome.
fuck?
I
and
love
like,
that.
That's my guy. So I was like, you know, what the fuck? How did that happen?
The Bieber bump is crazy too. Like that's a huge
dog. And he said that, you know, and this is gonna be out on comics by the time this shit comes out. So whatever, I'm gonna tell the story. He told me in the interview
tomorrow.
he told me in the interview like, yo, Bieber had posted Tripping on a Yacht, or one of his songs, in the background of one of his posts.
Yeah.
Like, because he loves posting rap shit.
He's been posting rap music a lot
on his carousels. Yeah. So he had posted one of Cash's songs, and Cash DM'd him like, yo, like,
here,
like, yo, I fuck with you, bro. Like, we should like work. And Bieber hit him back like, facts, like, let's exchange contacts, whatever, which is just so fucking crazy.
I love that.
In himself. They pull up to the crib. When he's in New York, when Bieber comes to New York, beginning of the year, he pulls up to the crib. They like work on a few songs, and then nothing for months. Like they're still cool, whatever. They don't communicate as often. And then like 2 days before the project drops, Bieber hits Cash like, yo, can you just change this vocal a little bit? And he sends it back, and then 2 days later, the album's out. And Cash is like, I didn't fucking know.
No idea what's going on.
No idea he was going to be on the fucking album.
It's like Christmas morning.
Yeah, like, it's just, but like, that's just so dope for someone of Bieber's caliber, of his stature, to show love like that. It's random, but also just like dope to see that he's tapped in with the sounds. Yeah. And B is just willing to like, you know, a Justin Bieber placement is nothing to fucking slouch at. You know what I mean?
I can't, truthfully, male pop, what's a bigger cosign? I mean, Bieber,
none.
We're kind of having this conversation. It's like, this dude's been famous since he was a child, like since the first YouTube days ever. And like, there is no normal. The kid he's impossible for him to live a normal life. So for him to have moments like that, like sincerely connect with somebody, either have them come over, go to their place, record a verse, and like bless them like that. You know what you're doing when you let somebody, you know, get access to your fan base. It's so cool that he was able to do that. Lil B as well.
Yeah,
like,
Lil B.
Like I think it's, I don't know, man. I really, really like this album. And it's cool to switch between two very different sounds, to go from Clipse to Swag and back and forth. These are such different tones.
But you know what I think the thread is? It's like they're both very grounded.
Yeah.
Like the Clipse album is very grounded in their reality, and this Bieber album is just super grounded in his. It's like the last song is like a devotional, like you would hear at the end of a church service. Like even the Yukon, which I need the legit version of.
Yeah.
Like I need the normally pitched voice version of Yukon. I've heard like it on SoundCloud, like someone pitches the voice properly. It's fucking crack.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that with the.
I guess that's just where he's at right now.
I mean, he can do whatever the fuck about. The opening track, All I Can Take, first listen, I was like, is this a Michael Jackson impression? And not even in an insulting way, because if anybody's gonna do a Mike impression, this guy's got the voice to do it. But he's even doing like the yeah. Like I was waiting for that. Like I was waiting for something like, but like I mean, You could tell. I don't know. Like it was. You're right. Like it's mature. I will say lyrically, I wish he talked about being a father a little bit.
Fair.
Like there's not much of that. He's very much. I mean, it's funny. We talk about Chance getting killed for that "I love my wife" shit.
Yeah.
That's all Bieber talks about is his wife. Like,
I mean, but because it's coming back around, people are growing the fuck up.
Being faithful's cool.
Yeah, like it's like people are growing the fuck up. But yeah, I did, especially seeing those like images of him and the baby.
Yeah. That
were like didn't end up being the cover, but probably are alternate covers. And not hearing a lot about fatherhood was interesting. But I'm also like not fully in my mind. I'm not putting it past him to drop something else before the year's over.
I think he's kind of on that type of time too, because like I think the pressure's off him. He put out a great album, and he's been. I mean, how many years since what was it? Changes was the other one,
or Purpose?
No,
I don't know. No, I think it was
because he
Changes.
dropped. Yeah, that's the one where fucking what's it called on Peaches.
Oh yeah, that was like
2022.
2 or 21. I think it might have been 21.
So like he's got the pressure of like taking time away, like what's Bieber gonna and now I think you're right, like he can just here's more, like I can just freely drop,
don't have to do the rollout.
Yeah.
And even that part of it of going from talking to Clipse to this, it's like Bieber did the complete inverse of Clipse. Didn't say shit,
no press,
shit, just drop that shit.
Yeah.
And granted, because he's fucking Justin
That's a
Bieber,
luxury of being Bieber.
Yeah,
though.
he's Justin fucking Bieber, so he can do those types of things. But it still worked because he spoke through the music. And I think even like looking at just doing even a quick scroll of his Instagram shows that he does not give a fuck, because he's posting.
Bro, he's been in Mallorca.
Yeah, he's been
through his album rollout. He's been in Mallorca because Haley is doing a road rollout for some new like lip prod. Don't ask me why I know.
I was about to say, this is crazy.
I know. I talk to women, but I know a girl that was out in Mallorca when they were out there. So she was like telling me about like, yo, that we could see like they were across the water from us. And just on the yacht, going from the yacht to the shore, whatever. And she was doing this whole like product rollout. And I was like, this man dropped an album, which clearly his biggest fan base is here stateside. And he's literally on a boat in Mallorca, just like chilling with his girl. Yeah,
but that shows like he really is grounded in his
there.
reality type shit. Like he's not really affected by, even though he reposts so much shit on his story of like people like showing love.
But that's cute though. Like I love that.
He's
like
still tapped into an extent, but it's not like he's not consumed by it, which I think is dope.
I would like to see if Bieber talk about someone that we said didn't do any press or at all. If there's one person I'd love to see do a real interview, I want to hear, like I would like to hear from him, like beyond the music.
Let me tell you, as obviously someone in the fucking.
Did you guys reach out?
Listen, look, the Bieber interview is like. It's like Reagan era crack. It's like everyone is trying to get a
catching
hit.
Mewtwo.
Yeah, it's like I don't know when he's gonna do it, if he's gonna do it, who he's gonna do it with. But whoever gets that Bieber interview, that first Bieber interview, are you shitting me?
I'm putting my hat out there. Hi, Bieber. Hi, Justin.
Pull up to Something Wrong with the Podcast.
Your album Purpose actually came out on my birthday in 2015, November 13th. Why do I know that? Because I love the album.
Maybe I'll clip this.
I would love for you to come on my show. This is going to be a share post with Complex.
I will lie. If we spoke this into existence, it would be insane.
But what would be crazy though is like for real though, and I'm past like making the point of that. Well, no, I'm not. I know, like people joke like. It wouldn't be a bullshit like, what was your inspiration? It's like, I know it sounds so lame to say, but like I know that dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like I know his music, I know him. Like I can't relate to his life at all. But like I feel like I understand him to an extent which would make for great content, I believe.
Okay, heard the real believer in this motherfucker.
I am. I really do. I genuinely, and know people look at me like, people thought it was a joke for years. I really fuck with this dude.
That's what's up, though.
I think he's so fucking talented.
He is.
And I'm telling you, bro, to land on your feet when, a chapter in his life that people have alluded to that we haven't really talked about. Diddy basically adopted him.
Yeah.
He lived with Diddy.
Yeah.
He had a room in that man's home. Imagine the shit that kid was around when he was a child.
Yeah.
And for him to be alive, but B just like normal. Like they put that kid through the ringer. And we saw the the rollout with purpose. Like he's like, I found God. I didn't understand the marketing behind it, but it also seems to be who he is now. Like he's very religious. Like that was his come to Jesus, you know, so to speak, moment. Fucking drops a classic. And now like he's a father. Like it's just like, bro, he should not be where he is. Yeah. I truthfully mean that.
He made it out for sure.
Yeah.
Like the pipeline he was going down
bad
would have ended real bad.
Bad. I mean, I was gonna say look who else is in his position, but nobody's in his position. Like he's always been playing this game alone. Yeah. Who can he really lean on?
Yeah, like when you said like who's a bigger cosign, like a male pop star cosign, there isn't one.
No.
Like pop, like we're not talking R&B, we're not talking Usher, like there is no, like his peers.
He doesn't have a peer.
Yeah, dog. It's like, it's kind of crazy. And like, I'm not as tapped in on other male pop stars, so maybe I'm missing.
Bro, we would know.
I mean,
we would know if it was a Bieber-sized artist. Pause.
The kid Leroy is like a pop star.
So relax, bro.
Like,
the Kid Leroy's been hot for what, 4 years?
I'm just like the Kid Leroy is a pop, but yeah, there's no one of Bieber's caliber.
Bro, Bieber was 12 years old, sitting on Ellen's couch.
Type shit. But that's the thing.
With the same haircut as Ellen.
He has the cheat code of. And that haircut coming back, not for nothing. I'm seeing people with that haircut. The haircut's coming back. Like I can't remember who.
The Leslie swoop?
Not full swoop, but like the white boy. It's like their version of a fade.
Oh yeah. It's
like the white boy mop top, like fake Bieber with a fake fade. Which also, by the way, like
fake fade.
Not to sidebar, but like I mean this with my whole chest. Like white people shouldn't get fades.
I mean, Travis Kelce popularized the fade.
Can niggas have something?
No,
like how like
we've established
like niggas like why people are trying to take phase like how they took spices. Like y'all need to leave that frontier.
They're not, as long as you know, it's really not helping the case, bro. The more these white boys get drafted in the league, they're number one pick. We're seeing Austin Reeves in LA. We got Kulik on the Knicks just dropped 23 in like the first quarter in the G League. Like as long as these white boys are hooping and those guys are getting the fades, Tyler Hero, bad example for white boys with fades.
This is the worst gentrification.
They got the battery in their back because they're seeing white boys kill a bunch of dudes on the court. And now they feel like they can hang.
Like, come on, bro. Like, I was on the Jersey Shore last weekend, and I'm like at a beach bar, and I see this like white nigga with a fade. I'm like, dog, can niggas have anything? Why the fuck we almost got the same haircut?
Grow your shit out, Chad.
Yeah, bro. Like, yo, you don't like get a taper. Like, you don't need a fucking fade. Anyway, that's all to say that Bieber revolutionized that mop haircut.
Bieber had the wild on the Purpose era when he had the baldy, like the sides with the long. Man.
Look at Bieber's current haircut. You see how he embraces himself? He got a buzz cut. He not trying to get a fade.
Nah.
Be like Bieber, nigga. Just chop your hair off, bro. Be like Bieber, bro.
Be like Bieber.
Shit, I mean, but anyway.
Let's. If you were to rank this album out of 10, what do you got?
Ooh.
A swag out of 10.
Swag out of 10. I'm giving this one. Let me give this one like a cool 8.
Damn. I don't want to sound like I'm just. I've said it not on camera or on record, but 8 was my number. I had this conversation with a couple friends earlier. 8. It's an 8. And the faults for me, which I previously mentioned, are the Sexy Red verse and the Drewski skits. I could have done without.
Yeah, I would have wanted the UConn.
Yeah, and that
be pitched properly. And I think that some songs could be longer, honestly. Like, I wish that devotional outro was like 3 minutes. Like, I wish certain moments were held longer. And yeah, those are my biggest critiques. But I think it's a really, really good album. And I love how these great albums are coming finally. It's pause at the second half of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And not that he owes us anything, but I love our little theory. If I think he might drop another thing, more music is welcome from Bieber at any time.
Facts.
If it's more of that sound. Because I'm sure the ones that missed the album, probably another fucking heater.
Like drop, like I don't even know if that's what I'm saying. I don't even think he's gonna do a deluxe thing. Like,
he's never done that.
Yeah, he's gonna just drop another one on your head top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what Bron said. You know what? Here's 2 more.
Since you've been riding with us throughout this whole journey.
You know what? Like, here's 2 more for y'all. I mean, Bron invented the deluxe.
Inventing the deluxe is the funniest. And Taco Tuesday. Man, that guy is a genius.
Listen, bro.
He's innovative.
Goat.
He is the GOAT. Should we, speaking of GOATs, should we pivot to...
Oh, you did not just do that shit.
Yeah,
you did not just do that.
He is a GOAT. He's a GOAT.
Yes, we're never gonna throw dirt on Drake's name.
No,
Nigga
never.
said, speaking of the GOAT.
He is. Look, I have been so critical, but my criticism comes from a place of I know who this dude is.
That was nasty.
Like, and I hold him to a higher standard than most artists. So I'm critical because I love him. It's like a parent, even though he's older than me.
What?
But I'm saying the way in which a parent is critical of their child is because they know what they're capable of and they love their child. So the criticism comes from a place of love and understanding that you're not this moment.
This is the most wicked sunning I've just.
I fucking love Drake. I'm here to big him up over this wireless shit.
No, facts.
This was a moment where you're like, hell fucking yeah.
Okay.
3 days, 3 different sounds. My man just said night 1. What was it? He did fucking
R&B. Lauryn Hill came out.
And then he did rap.
UK,
and then he did like the Caribbean,
Caribbean,
like,
pop kind.
Who else can do that?
Look, that's one thing I will say, right?
No one can do that.
One of the biggest things that we lost in this rap war was common sense, because it's like, I wish that everything wasn't, oh, could Kendrick do this? You know what I mean? Like, I wish it wasn't. I wish the common denominator wasn't always bringing it back to that, because I think a lot of the appreciation for what the wireless weekend was got lost because motherfuckers was like, Doc couldn't do this while Doc's also on a fucking world tour.
Yeah, it's also like,
Europe.
who cares? We don't need to bring him up right now.
It's not exactly. It doesn't always have to be this versus that. I think that that week it was crazy. I wasn't there. I watched it. It
would have been fun. I would have loved to go. He looked very comfortable out there. I think it led to the comment that he made. I think he got a little too comfortable out there, saying London artists are better than. Yeah. I think I performed.
He got charged up.
We've been on mics. If you get lost in the moment, sometimes you say some shit that you don't really mean. Stop.
But look, not for nothing though. I do think that, I too enjoy Drake heavily. I listen to all of his music. I am a fan. I do supports. Still, I think it's also telling though that he kind of still has to get over this hump of like, there was the moment in the crowd.
Hurt. He's hurt.
He was like, everyone was doing the fuck Kendrick chant, and he was like, well, let's take a shot to that. Like, all right, my nigga.
He's clearly hurt.
Like, my nigga, like that's obviously. Yeah. And it's like he has yet to do his formal U.S. return. He's going on a world Europe tour, Euro tour for the Party album after this. So he's clearly leaning into his international fan base, which he does have a large market in. Clearly,
for sure. Yeah.
Not to damper anything. I went to Wireless last year. It was my first and only time at Wireless. I will say, just as a devil's advocate, that just to paint the picture, the Wireless Festival is like, if I were to compare it to a US-sized music festival, it's like maybe half or maybe like relatively the same size as like Gov Ball.
Oh, it's small.
Yeah, it's like
I always thought it was much bigger.
It's like, I would say like the main stage, like when you saw him walking the catwalk and being able to dap up people in the photo pit, it's because the park where it's at isn't that big. So the main stage, like I think there's a clip of like Burna Boy commenting on like he was watching Vybz Kartel perform and he's like, why is it so small? Because that's just how wireless.
That's just how it is.
It's not the fault of him or anyone, but it's like that also is, you could for the detractors or whatever, you could play that, you could put that into whatever perspective you want to. But I do think that it was impressive who he brought out, how he set up. I saw somebody compare it to like Prince did this one time where he had 3 different nights where he did like, he was highlighting 3 different nights of some festival and he had a different set for each night. Yeah,
it was over 60 some odd records in total played. I mean, like there's so few people. It's just
different levels.
That's just a conversation that doesn't even need to be had. I mean, he literally is on a different level. But it sucks that the moments like the fuck Kendrick chant and the stupid line about him saying the UK rappers are better than the like, it sucks that moments like that undercut what that should have been for Drake in his career, because that's a monumental moment. He's the first artist to have done that at that festival, and it just like you can't outrun that moment.
Yeah, and not for nothing, we were just talking about like massive artists giving out really dope cosigns. It's like, yo, for Drake to bring out Bobby Valentino, to bring out Mario,
Sexy Red came out.
Even just thinking of like I listen to a lot of UK rap. Fake Mink, which is like this underground UK rapper. Yeah. Drake brings out Fake Mink, brings out like some of the underground UK rap guys for his UK night. Obviously, Dave Central C performing Sprinter. And even like what Drake has done for Central's career in terms of that cosign and like
crazy.
You know, that is really, really dope. You know, the love he's showing, whether he's trying to compensate for the fact that some people in the States don't fuck with him right now is whatever, I think. Lauryn Hill going out night one is like
it's
insane.
Crazy. Yes, fucking
you know
nuts.
What I mean? Like doing what was it? Nice for What? Like doing like Lauryn performing with him for Nice for What? I think that was the first time that they did that. That's some shit that we normalize because Drake has been doing this shit for so long, but that's not normal. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Listen, come on, bro. My bad. Can we I was big up.
Damn, has that not been working?
yo, bro. Do that shit.
Time out, guys. Time out. Oh.
He said,
We're back. No files left behind. We're good. We're rocking. Back to the Drake talk. Sorry, Jordan.
Like we were talking about though, it's like we normalize the shit that he does because he's been doing it for so long at such a high clip.
Yeah.
That
it's not normal.
It's like LeBron. You know what? Great segue earlier because it is like LeBron.
It is literally
we
LeBron.
Normalize this wild shit that we will probably never see again.
Yeah.
Because we've seen it for so long.
Greatness certainly isn't given. It is it's always earned. And it's in fields like the arts and sports, longevity is something we're just not used to seeing because it's just there's always time for the new. And within sports, it's your body wears down and you have to, usher in the next generation. And with music, it's like more often than not, we just get burned out from your success or just your sound or whatever the case may be. So Drake, like LeBron operating in rare air, which is a perfect segue into Drake getting the tattoo covered with
man, you cooking right now, boy. You cooking.
Complex, hire me.
Yeah, you're cooking.
When he's sick, I'll do a sick day.
Segue that was.
But what do we think? Because I don't want to lead with corny because obviously we can. But look, what do you think?
What do I think?
I'll play off how you want to take this.
I'll be honest, right? As someone who's listened to a lot of his music, I know that Drake values his friendships and interpersonal relationships more than probably any romantic relationship he has.
I think that's evident. What do they call that relationship? I forget what it is. Is it like it's like another, it's not parasocial. We know what that is, but there's another term where it's particular to men. I think it's like hetero something where men value their friends and their male relationships far more than any relationship with a woman. I forget what the term is, but it's like something, but yeah,
he just clearly loves his brothers down type shit.
Yeah, so
LeBron was 100% in that category.
1,000. Yeah,
so it's like I feel for him in the sense that he obviously felt betrayed by someone he was super close with, who he had tattooed on his fucking body, and then it's like he doesn't want to seem as tight as he is. Like I mean, as we recall, like the Fighting Irish freestyle that leaked or whatever, where which was all about LeBron. He never says LeBron's name.
Clearly about LeBron.
Yeah, like he doesn't, even in the What Did I Miss joint, like he doesn't say anyone's name. He doesn't say LeBron's name, doesn't say DeMar DeRozan's name, but he's clearly fucking sick.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you as such a public figure navigate a betrayal like that while you're also trying to maintain your ego? I guess you get your tattoo covered with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A choice.
Was it Shai or was it what's his name? What was the guy that had number 2 before Shai?
Stephalosha. Nigga, it was Shai.
I don't know. It could have been Stephalosha. I don't know.
This isn't a basketball podcast. Stephalosha. But I think that was a choice, but clearly, like, I mean, look, Drake has Harry Potter tattooed on his body. He has the Beatles. He has Katie's number.
What if Daniel Radcliffe just goes, just retweets Kendrick? Drake has to get like fucking like a Hufflepuff or some shit on his asshole.
But it's like, but it's insane. I'm just gonna glide past that. Like what? But like, look, he clearly doesn't give a fuck about having other humans tattooed on him. Like we're past that point.
Yeah,
being,
true.
like,
yeah.
So that's where I stand. Where do you stand with it?
I agree with you where he values the shit out of these relationships, and when he feels slighted or when those relationships are broken, he's like, I think he's really like shattered internally. And what does an artist do when they're hurt? They fucking make music about it. But then you're obviously have to chastise by flame by everybody. It's like, this is gay, you're a fan.
Yeah.
But tattoo cover-ups are common. They're just usually not, to this extent or get this much news press. I just I don't know. I want to make fun of it and I want to say it's corny, but that's what makes Drake Drake. Like this.
I mean, it's still corny. It's undoubtedly corny.
I think I will say getting the LeBron tattoo, I didn't find corny. I think it's corny as shit to cover it up with just the next hot like athlete that's Canadian
type shit.
That's fucking. It's not only corny. It's weird.
It's insane.
That is actually. It's weird. That's really what it is, bro. It's weird.
Shit.
Do the cover up. Your man pissed you off. Honor that. I'm not telling you what to cover it up with, I kind of am. But like, just to do it just with another basketball player and another man, like it's weird.
And it's funny to me because through all of this, LeBron does not give a fuck. That's why he went to the pop out because he doesn't give a fuck.
What was his as far as we know, as far as like the public attempt, his feeble like he posted Drake's Air Force One with the infinity symbol.
Yeah.
That was his like peace offering, and then Drake was like, no, which I don't blame Drake for being like, fuck off. But like, yeah, this LeBron's not sweating this.
Yeah.
I said this one of like episode 2 or 1 maybe. Savannah's always hated Drake.
Yeah.
She could not be more thrilled that this dude is out of LeBron's life. And I'm sure by this point now, LeBron has seen how much happier his wife is and his home is, that he's like
not hanging out with Drake.
Yeah, he's like, this guy also like is not the greatest guy. So like, fuck it. My family's happier. I'm happier. I'm in LA. Kendrick's in LA. Like, we're good.
Yeah, Bron
I'm not beat up over this.
Yeah, Bron is just a grown man with a family.
Yeah.
Like, he's not tripping. That's why he went in the first place. I'm sure when he went, he didn't think it would be as big of a deal as it is, which may be slightly naive on Bron's part. Or maybe very naive on Bron's part if he thought, obviously we're assuming here, but if he thought that it wouldn't be a big deal because you're fucking LeBron James. Now, first of all, you can't be low-key nowhere, bro. You 6'7". Like you can't be sneaky. Even if you didn't dance at the fucking pop-out, it's not like you just go with a bucket hat and be like,
is that LeBron?
Yeah, like it's clearly fucking
LeBron.
Look,
it's LeBron. Yeah.
Like you're like, is that LeBron with a
you're
costume?
Not low.
Like, it's like when Drake went to the fucking. Did you hear the story when Drake went to like a court appearance? Like he went to like support a friend who was like in court and he had a whole makeup thing done on him.
He went full beat.
Yeah, he went full beat. Like he had a makeup artist change his appearance and like he gets there. And somebody's like, is that Drake in an old lady in an old man costume? Like
it's like a jackass character.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you're not fooling anyone. But yeah, it's like Drake. I just feel like you could have just also just covered it up with nothing. Like replacing Bron with Shay is insane.
That's crazy. Drawing attention to it, I think, is what we're saying is the fault. Like,
yeah,
if you didn't do anything about it, then we wouldn't be talking about it. That's kind of where I'm at. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Everyone knew you had that tattoo. Everyone understood. It's like, all right, like, people make mistakes, whatever. Like, I don't.
Shit.
Yeah.
I guess he's probably also just disillusioned by all this shit because it's like at this point, after all the level of public scrutiny he's gotten over the last year and a half, he's probably as the Iceman album title might allude to, he's probably numb to at least some of this shit of like,
oh yeah,
whatever I do, people are gonna shit on me, and like my core fans give a fuck, and I'm gonna try to act like I don't give a fuck, but I'm gonna just do whatever the fuck.
That not always used to be the case. We were talking about this a couple weeks ago. Drake universally loved at one point. He's for the first time getting in the booth with his back against the wall.
Facts.
Where we said previously, every summer, every time he put out music, he's not fighting, he's not punching up or having to box himself out of a hole. He's actually just creating the next hot sound.
Yeah.
So he has to like, obviously the music's great, one of the best parts, but it's not just, you don't have to now only prove yourself via the music. You have to like prove yourself as a person, which is new for him because he's never had to do that.
Type shit. Yeah, I don't think his base is that rattled, but his just like super sweeping influence and like you were just saying, universal love has faltered heavily.
Yeah.
And it's like now, you know, obviously, and as like the rap fans, like I would love to get a super, super heavy, just, you know, a whole bunch of Do Not Disturbs, a whole bunch of just introspective verses like
I want that so
the
bad.
Churchill Downs, you know, Cold Hearts and Heated Floors, No Parental Guidance, I Just See the Voice. Like, I would love some shit like that. And I think we're going to get a lot of that. Obviously, he's going to have to feed us with the bops, but like,
does he though? I don't need a fucking.
Well, no, that's how he feels. I'm sure he feels like he has to feed the streets with a bop. It's like
he got one.
Look, I've in all of the articles or you know reviews I've written about Drake, one thing that I often see is that he is in every aspect of life a people pleaser. Like he has to feed every type of fan he has because he has so many different types of fans.
Well, he said that a few times. Like I can't make the rap album because
I have to feed the R&B fans and now the dance like the house fans and like you know I felt like Honestly Nevermind was the first album he made for himself because he was in Ibiza, he was traveling Europe, he was listening to this shit, he was chilling with Gordo. Shout out to my brother Gordo. And this
my brother Gordo.
That's my guy. Look
at this Hollywood.
The OVO niggas may not fuck with me fully.
Hollywood.
But you know what I mean?
They don't fuck when they fuck with you.
Listen.
Just reporting, doing your job, you're a fucking enemy.
Actually.
Really?
Yes, actually.
Has anyone pressed you? Is this like a thing or are you just projecting?
No, it's like a thing.
Oh, really?
But look, I haven't refreshed.
You're not good in Toronto?
Shout out to Elliot. Maybe I'm not good in
You're
Toronto.
not good with Elliot.
Nah,
don't go to Toronto.
I'm sure, look, like, I'm sure the OVO niggas don't not fuck with me. But anyway, the point is he made that house album for himself. So
for sure.
I'd hope that, you know, this is the most stakes there's been around. There's more stakes around this than around Scorpion post-Push beef by far.
Oh, yeah.
You know, even though he lost that beef also, it's like, I like Scorpion, even though I feel like a lot of people don't like Scorpion. I like Scorpion. I feel like
grew on me. I didn't like it when it first came out.
Fair. Like I loved Emotionless. I honestly like Survival, you know, the intro where he kind of addresses shit, like whatever. I think this album, which hopefully comes out this summer, which I feel like it is gonna come out like at least this quarter, it's gonna be a lot riding on it, man.
Oh, for sure. I'm hoping it's just a solo. Don't give me another. Yeah, just
fuck party.
What you think of the stunt with the van and shit? We were together when that was all happening.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
You know, this is another like issue I take with Drake right now. It's like maybe I'm in the minority. I hate the whole him really trying to lean into the streaming shit.
I do too.
Like I just think it's like it's funny because and not to always bring it back to comparing, but it's like it's almost the exact opposite of how Clipse rollout went. It's like you're obviously trying to tap into the youth. You're like dropping like the what did I miss music video was the stream, which might be the first time a music video was a stream that was released as a music video, which was innovative. And I like how like, you know, he did the van stunt because he wanted to show that the people still fuck with him. He literally touched the streets.
He went home.
Yeah. In Toronto, of course. Yeah. But like, you know, people storming the van, whatever, which obviously people are gonna fucking do. Even if he did that shit in New York, if you heard Drake is driving down fucking LES in an ice truck.
I mean, it would just be him getting stuck in traffic for
type shit.
But
of course they're gonna get stormed because he's still fucking Drake. But it's like, I wish that he wasn't, you know, the thing about Wireless, like, you know, Aiden Ross and like all these fucking who
he's aligning himself with is really says a lot about him,
bro.
His character.
Whack.
It's lame.
He's so whack.
He's touching like the grifty, like new wealth, pretentious, like the Trump dick suckers. Like to be truthfully honest, like all those guys, the Nelk boys, like these are the people you're gifting $50,000 Rolexes to. Like just to your point with the Clipse comparison, just let the music be your weapon, or just like stick to more traditional. You don't want your affiliations to be, unless you're those guys. Maybe I'm just pushing the person that I want Drake to be on him. Real. Maybe he just is the right wing, like grifty, fucking, problematic, misinformed, miseducated idiots. That if that's your crew, so be it. But like, that's not a cast, or that's not, the group that you want to be associated with if you want to be taken seriously.
That's a fact, bro. And it's like, I mean, this is kind of even leading up to the beef. I always had this take of, I felt like Drake fatigue was building.
Yeah.
Because it became increasingly more apparent that like these very negative takes and songs about women and just like him sharing more of his thoughts, because Drake's always been apolitical as fuck, so it's like he's never really like lead one way or another, I felt, in most instances. But like For All the Dogs, like you got a fucking song where you're dissing Rihanna, this stage of the fucking game, dog.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck are we doing? And like even in the deluxe of For All the Dogs, I forget what the name of the track is, but it's like, he's like, people keep asking why can't Drake make songs like the same old guys, because I don't know how anymore, which I think is true. I don't think Drake can go back to being the old Drake, because his life is so drastically different from when he was coming up. He's said so many times how he's so rich now that his music's getting unrelatable, because like he's shitting on going to Benihana and shit. That's just his lifestyle.
You can't do anything.
Yeah, you can't go to Benihana. You can't
stay at a hotel.
You can't get a party bus. Like there's mad hotels.
Such a nice event.
It's like,
love a party bus.
But it's like, that's just, I guess, the perils of becoming as successful as he's become. But as what you were saying, it's like who he's aligning with.
It's a nasty crew.
It's
a nasty crew.
Like, ew.
Yeah.
So that I hope doesn't persist, which it definitely will. The only Drake interviews, quote unquote, we have seen have been the steak-sponsored Aiden Ross streams.
They're awful.
Bad, bro.
I mean, I truthfully, I don't sit and watch those in full. I catch clips, but even the clips are like
nasty, bro.
It's just him like playing like virtual baccarat or like roulette, and
gambling
then like
addicts.
Gambling, just addicted as fuck.
Whole different topic.
You
right
should
there.
really figure that out.
Yo.
Like, I mean, Jesus Christ, that's like steak. That's like enabling. It's like, oh, you're addicted to cocaine. Well, here Colombia's gonna sponsor you. Here's all the fresh cocaine that you could ever ask for.
Shit.
It's like, bro, like, don't, just because there's money on the line, which you certainly do not need, don't take the bag to fuel your addiction. That's kind of my. And that's kind of where I stand on that.
And you know what's so funny? Because like I often see when these conversations come up and people are like, oh, well, like, why do people always criticize Drake's personal choices when it's like we're not telling Future to grow up or we're not telling so-and-so to change their habits? I hear that, but it's like when your music is so intrinsically attached to your lifestyle, and you make it such a point to live out loud as you should, as you deserve, that's your right. It's like you also open yourself up to scrutiny and critique. I think that is it. Like Future doesn't really post that much about what he be on type shit.
No. And we also hold Drake to a higher standard.
Exactly.
There's also like with music, there's a different level of expectation with certain artists.
Yeah, so it's like
it's more of a credit to Drake that we look for him for more. We have him at a higher. It's a compliment. Like, we want you to be the evolved version of yourself that we fell in love with, but you're kind of reverting at the moment.
100%. So we'll see what happens.
I don't know. I'm excited for the album, but I don't. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Should we talk women now?
Yo, what the fuck?
The WNBA.
See, so you went great segue.
Yeah, I had nothing.
Should we talk women?
The WNBA of rap. This is the Nicki and SZA. It's currently happening. So by the time this comes out,
oh shit, I forgot about it. Yes.
Who knows what's happening at this point? But like, I mean, I can be blind. I fucking hate Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. Be careful now.
I don't care.
The barbs will clip this.
Say what you want. Ooh, the gay guy with the podcast hates Nicki. Like, I fucking can't stand her, bro. Like, she's always been the most immature one in any spat that she's having. Not that I'm saying Cardi is like, a fucking beacon of, maturity, but like, it's just, she is just gross. Like her relationship choices, the people she surrounds herself with, just how she carries herself. Like, there's nothing redeeming about that woman. If she wasn't this good at music, she would be in fucking like, there's just nothing there.
Yeah, I think it's very clear at this stage of her life.
She's a lame.
Yeah, I think she's in a echo chamber of
1,000%. Yeah.
It's so her life is so insular in the sense that like
it's like Lil Wayne.
Her stan base is kind of like the poster child of like toxic standing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they go after people they dox people. We joke about, oh, the Barbs will get after you, but like the Barbs really.
Yeah, but they bark after their leader. That's the energy that Nicki gives off. It's like they're going to follow suit. If you tell them to attack, they're gonna bite.
That's what I mean. They're as delusional as she is, and it's unfortunate because it's like, you know, Nicki has a kid. Nicki is like older now. She should be more mature. She shouldn't be like leading these mobs.
Yeah.
To direct hate at people for like, bro, this whole SZA shit happened because, well, Nicki says this wasn't the root of it, but like Punch, TDE Punch, tweets Broken Barbies, which is him promoting this artist he's like managing called I Am Lyric, who just dropped this song, not affiliated with TDE. She drops this song called Broken Barbies, and Nicki from there uses that as her segue to just go ballistic on him. Sends a sneak diss sends a shot at SZA along the way, and a sneak diss at Doechii randomly, which sucks because Doechii shouted out Nicki in her motherfucking like 2 years ago, but goes ballistic. SZA, who my Jersey queen, shout out to SZA, you know what I mean? Don't forget she's from fucking Jersey. Claps back calmly. It's like, I'm on fucking world tour right now. What the fuck are we on? And Nicki just goes into the night screaming at the ether.
Yeah, one of the chunks from Nicki's tweet is, does SZA think she's more successful than me? LOL, y'all catch me up, please. SZA, if every song you've ever done vanished right now, the music business wouldn't even miss you. I've been to countries that never heard of you. And then it's much more than that, but that's just a piece of some of it.
It's sad, bro. And it's like, it's coming to a point where I think it's been stopped being like a thing of entertainment, and it's increasingly becoming a thing of like, dog, like, do you need help for real? Like, do you need somebody in your corner to be like, yo, go on a social media break, bro? Like, you're tweaking. Like, I don't know who's in her side that'll be like, you're crashing out.
Yeah, I mean, she go draw your freckles back on, Buki, liar, liar, pants on fire, sounding like a fucking dead dog. Like, I mean, this woman, she's like, what, 50?
Yeah, I know Drake at one point might have been her like chill out person, like to tell her to chill. I don't know who that is, but it's like, this shit is sad, and it's like, it's really getting to the point of like asking the question of like, does she need help? Like, does she dead ass need to seek some type of like, I don't know, something.
Yeah, I think your initial point's right. The echo chamber. I mean, like, she can do that Queen Radio thing and have, you know, 2-3 million plus people on there, like, you know, clamoring at every sentence she says and co-signing and validating every opinion that she holds. It's just like, living in that space is dangerous, but like, also, how does one escape that? That's the other thing. It's like, good luck. Mm-hmm. Like, no matter what you say, people, it's the Trump thing. It's like, this guy can say whatever the fuck he wants. They're like, yeah, I guess that's how we feel now.
Type shit.
He's currently trying to, it's first time in his fucking life, it's not working with this Epstein shit. Like,
yeah,
he's trying to throw the scent off the trail with that, and everyone's like, wait, no, not on that one.
You saw Stephen A. He was like, I don't give a fuck if Trump was on the Epstein list. Like, that doesn't affect my life. I'm like,
yeah, but that's not the approach you should have on that topic.
That's also not the point. It's like, yes, of course, what?
Yeah, no shit, that doesn't affect your fucking life.
But that doesn't mean it's not important. He was like, Stephen A. was like, I don't understand why people are so outraged at this. It doesn't affect your day to day. It's like, and again, I saw this clip.
Also, that is one of the laziest takes that people always try to like enforce when they don't have the words to actually articulate why this is something that actually matters. Drake doesn't affect our life. Nothing we've said on the show affects our day to day. But guess what? It fucking matters, and we talk about it because it's shit that matters. Mm-hmm. I hate that. It's so lazy. Why do you feel? Because I'm a fucking human, and I'm reacting to big moments from people that are looked at as like, you know, successful career artists and athletes. Like, why the fuck do you talk about LeBron for 20 years?
Type shit.
Does he affect your life? Yeah, he does, actually. He probably affects his life quite a bit. But like, none of that shit, Matt. Like, it's such a lazy thing to say. I hate that. I hate when people do that.
It's stupid. But how do we get to Epstein? The Trump of it all.
Yeah, the Nicki to Epstein pipeline. Which her husband, you know, he's right there. He could have been on the island if he was a little older.
And I haven't seen him in a minute. Like,
well, you know, I hang around too many schools. And
you know, watch list. Can't go out with her. So fucking crazy, bro. It's like, and again, the Barbs find ways to defend this shit.
Of course, yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, my uncle was the pedophile. What do you mean?
It's just like,
so it's cool.
You know, so often do I think about how even the term "stan" was something that obviously Eminem coined.
Yeah.
And the whole point of him coining that phrase was like the music video, the song, the purpose is like, don't be this
You're
guy.
a fucking weirdo.
And now people use that phrase and that label as almost a badge of honor.
Yeah.
Of like, yeah, I'm a Nicki stan. I stan this person.
But you know what it is now too? Like when M said it, there was no like stat that could support that. It's like if you're that guy, you're a fucking weirdo because it's just. But now it's like with Reddit threads and Instagram posts and fan pages, like you can say you're a stan, but it can be validated by how many followers that account has. I'm Nicki's #1 fan account. I have 2 million followers on Instagram. Like Nicki follows back, like for like. She's liked this account 20 times. Like there's stats that validate that behavior, which like on these live streams, if she engages with a comment, like so-and-so said this, like there are metrics now that give these people even more to like crash out over. Yeah. It's like Nicki follows me on Instagram. I can say whatever the fuck I want. Exactly. Like it's like where in the Stan days, it's like, you know, this loser kid that's just writing letters in his basement.
Yeah, it's like stan inflation because in that time, in that era, to be considered a stan, you had to legitimately be a stalker, which is what Eminem was talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like you had to go to every show, you had to like wait for every autograph, you had to know what he was doing, and you can only do that by legitimately stalking
following him on the road.
Because there was no social media. Now it's way more accessible because of social media, where it's like you could follow someone and people who follow, like the parasocial relationship of it all. Yeah. You think that someone who you follow and keep up with, you know.
Bro, there's like Reddit karma. People look at that shit like it's, you know,
crazy.
Like that's my level of fandom is contingent upon how much karma I get on the thread or how many likes I receive on a post. It's like that is a terrifying way to live, but also like kind of lets me understand why Nicki and those certain artists like that are the way they are, because they know they have people like that no matter what, that's my, you know, I'll ride or die for that chick.
And there's a lot of them. It's like I don't know where the critique comes in. I don't know where like the self-reflection comes in, because this shit obviously she doesn't think she's in the wrong. Like, no. I saw that, you know,
she's never once apologized ever.
Yeah, it's like I don't think she ever will. I think we're just past that.
Not in her nature.
You know, especially
grown woman.
Especially because she also has this status and stature of doing what she's done in the rap game. So she's accomplished so much. She is in a rarefied air in that sense, but she uses that to validate her very, very negative behavior. Yeah. You know, which is like, yeah, very unfortunate. So
Jordan, I can't thank you enough for coming here. We've been friends we actually timestamped it April of whatever. Well, I don't know. It was you DM'd me like 3 or 4 years ago. We just became boys ever since then. 2 real OG Dream Billions in this bitch. Big Dream one of the very few people in hip hop media that I respect, not only their opinion, but also just as like a genuine person and as a friend. We spent our 4th of July weekend together, which is what prompted us to actually record together today. Some great conversations that we continue to have off mic. I'm happy to have one on mic, and come back, man. Now that your offices are nearby.
Dog, listen, I walked here from the office, man.
It's beautiful, bro.
And look, to give you your flowers, thank you first for having me on the show, but second to like see how you've built this out. Like obviously turning a bad situation into a positive. It's something that a lot of motherfuckers cannot do.
Yeah, to cover a tattoo. No,
yeah, great way to bring it back to the episode. But like, not for real, bro. To like produce this yourself, edit this shit yourself, get the equipment is like the type of ambition and drive that a lot of niggas don't have, because like they think that potting is easy and it's not.
This shit sucks.
So like, but you doing it and you're feeding the streets. So I appreciate you. You know,
see you on the list next year, buddy. Yeah,
my dog. Thank you for having me. Interview.
Yeah, for real. Thank you, everybody. This is episode 27 of Something Wrong with the Podcast. Appreciate you. Have a good week. God bless. All that stuff. Peace.
Shit, man.
Something wrong with the pussy.